Welcome to spoken tutorial. I am Sakthi Devi, Assistant Professor, Department of Corporate Secretaryship, Vellala College for Women. Today we are going to learn about stock exchanges or security markets. Meaning and definition. Stock. The term stock exchange refers to a marketplace for purchase and sale of industrial and financial securities. The word stock means fraction of a capital of a company, and the word exchange means a place for purchasing and selling something. The securities dealt within a stock exchange are only second-hand securities that are already issued. Definition in the Act. The Security Contract Regulation Act 1956 defines a stock exchange as an association, organization, or body of individuals, whether incorporated or not, established for the purpose of assisting, regulating, and controlling business in buying or dealing in securities. Characteristics of the stock exchange. So, for understanding the machinery of a stock exchange, it seems to be appropriate to study the characteristics of a stock exchange. The essential features of a stock exchanges are: first one, voluntary association. The stock exchange or voluntary associations registered by the central statutory laws. These exchanges do not conduct business for themselves but provide facilities to their members to transact with the corporate securities. Second, control of the governing body. The members of the stock exchange elect a governing body which exercise proper and adequate control over its members. The body is empowered with wide authorities and right over the members and controls their activities directly. Third one, rules and regulations. The members should obey the rules and regulations formulated by the stock exchange. Any member who acts against the rules of the exchange can be removed from the membership. And last one, listed securities. The securities enlisted in the official list of the stock exchange can also be transacted in the exchanges. Enlisting of securities is very essential to safeguard the interest of the investors from unsurplus brokers and dealers in the stock exchanges. The securities are enlisted only after a thorough investigation of the financial standings of a company issuing such securities. Now it is provided that every public company in India should get its shares listed. Now let me know about the functions of a stock exchange. A well-organized stock exchange is a great important to a country. For that we have to know about the functions of a stock exchange. And the first one, ready and continuous market for securities. The stock exchange provides a ready and continuous market for existing securities. Anybody can buy or sell securities in the stock exchange during the business hours. The stock exchange provides liquidity, marketability, price continuity, and transferability to capital already invested. Evaluation of securities. It integrates the demand and supply of securities in an effective manner and determines the price for securities every now and then. The evaluation, in fact, it is a continuous process, and the value of the security is determined as close as possible to the investment values based on the present and future income yielding prospects of various enterprises. Safety of capital and fair dealing. The stock exchange transactions are made publicly under well-defined rules and regulations and bylaws. The members of the exchange are bound to obey the rules and regulations. These factors ensure a great measure of safety and fair dealings to the average investors. In the absence of a well-organized stock exchange, this would be impossible. Agency for capital formation. The stock exchange plays an active role in the capital formation in the country. It creates the habit of savings, investing, and risk-bearing among the investing public. The mobilization of funds towards the corporate securities result in fostering the industrial growth and economic development of the country. Proper channelization of a capital. Stock exchange directs the flow of savings into the most productive and profitability channels. If the securities of a company are being sold above a par, that is above the face value, it is an indication that the company has good prospects. Regulation of a capital company management. The companies which want to get their securities listed in the stock exchange should have to follow the certain rules and fulfill the certain conditions. Such company should also furnish all the reasonable data concerning their financial affairs every year. They should also safeguard the interest of the minority shareholders. Facilities for speculation. Healthy speculation is essential to equate the demand and supply of securities at different places. Barometer of business progress. Stock exchanges act as a barometer of a business conditions in the country. Booms and depressions are reflected by the index of prices of various securities maintained by the stock exchange. By analyzing the ups and downs of the market quotations, the causes for the changes in the business climate can be ascertained. Then, service of the stock exchange. The functions of the stock exchange, as observed by the Gottman and Hall, can be stated more fully and correctly in terms of the services it performs to the investors, to the corporation, and to the community. Service to the investors. The investors are assured of the ready and continuous markets for the securities held by them. The listed securities can be given to the bankers as a security for the loans. Since the stock market provides a negotiability to the securities, bankers will also accept them as a good security for advance. The risk in the investment is minimized and liquidity is ensured. Second one, services to the corporation. When the securities of a company are listed in the stock exchange, it will enhance the reputation and prestige of the company. It widens the markets for the securities, which is beneficial from the viewpoint of the corporation. Wider the market, lesser will be the opportunity for the group position against its management. The reputed companies can raise further capital very easily. The investors will ready subscribe for the new issues floated by the such companies. Third one, services to the community. A stock exchange is sometimes equated with a racecourse or a gambling den when fortunes are made or lost. May consider it as thieves' kitchen or an open sesame for treasure. These uncomplimentary remarks are, however, not the outcome of any shortcoming in the institutions itself. The stock exchange, in fact, performs a number of economic services to the benefit of the society. And that first one, financing for development. It helps in the financing of the economic development of a country. That is no exaggeration to say that the sharp increase in industrial activities in our country since independence is mainly because of the functioning of the stock exchange in our country. Second one, promotion of new industries. It provides necessary instrument to the state in raising the sufficient finance which is necessary for rapid industrialization of a developing economy. Third one, capital formation. In the absence of a well-organized stock exchange, it is impossible to develop the habit of savings, investing, and risk-taking in the investors. The stock exchange facilitates the process of capital formation, regular and continuous. And last one, productive use of funds. By generating the habit of saving in the corporate securities, the stock exchange can help the country to channel the savings in productive purpose and thereby avoid funds being diverted to the wasteful resources. And limitations of stock exchange. The important limitations of stock exchange are the following: lack of uniformity in organization and control of stock exchange, and there is no restriction on memberships, and there is a failed to control unhealthy speculation, no margin requirements in case of product exchange, and no proper regulation of listing securities. Thank you.